Welcome in, everybody. Third and Teal back with another episode. Recording a little later than normal. Trevor had to go swimming the day for work, so clearing out the streets, helping y'all out over there in the Ville area. And I guess that leads us right in. Trevor, how you doing? You feeling dry?
No. No. I was in water for 14 hours straight today. I don't think I'll feel dry for a while.
Army life.
Well, yeah. All right. Eric, how you feeling?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Hell yeah. Well, Jaguars versus Browns this week.
Surprised you with that one.
Yeah, a little bit. I think we're gonna rain some points on them. Not to really say anything against you there, Trevor, and all the rain you've been experiencing, but I said it on this AFC South show. I said 42-13, I believe, 42, something like that. I think we're going to kick their ass. Yeah, I can get more into that later, but how are y'all feeling about this one?
I feel like first things first, if this sorry-ass version of these fucking bullshit Dolphins showed up last weekend that are playing the Bills right now, we'd have whooped their ass.
He couldn't resist that.
They're playing like shit. But anyway, I think I don't know. I think it's go one of two ways because I have no faith in the Browns offense without Joe Flacco. And David Njoku's hurt. But same side of the coin though, Tyson Campbell's weak ass is hurt again. We're looking pretty shaky at secondary at best because it's reported that Savage is also hurt again. He did not practice today. Man, it's already happening.
I guess any other year I would be worried about that, especially in this game. However, it's the Browns. I watched their game against Dallas from kickoff to the end. Was not impressed at all. Deshaun Watson, his best thing he got going right now is his scrambling. So we put a spy on him. Mari Cooper, he's not that Mari Cooper old. He's more of an expensive, he catches the ball for them when they need it. Okay.
He's a good possession receiver.
There you go. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Let's see who else they got. Elijah Moore, the tight end, who probably would do some work. He's hurt. Who else they got at receiver?
They just got Jerry Jeudy this year.
Well, yeah, Jerry Jeudy. He don't miss most times. So, I mean, the only thing the Browns that I would say gives me a little worry would be Garrett and Smith, the two ends on defensive ends. And then you have Newsome and Denzel Ward in the back on the back end.
Ward's hurt right now too.
Okay, see, once again. So really, no, there's not much that scares you right now with the Browns.
If Brian Thomas Jr. was cooking Jalen Ramsey like that, Newsome ain't got a chance.
Yeah. Now, as far as our secondary, I'm not that worried for some reason. I think what's going to happen is what we were talking about during the offseason. What if, one of the big signees got hurt? Jarris Jones, Prince is going to come in. Because I don't think Antonio Johnson going to stay back there at safety that long. No, anymore. Because the guy just misses tackles, man. He misses tackle after tackle. He takes bad angles, tackling angles. Now, if the guy's in the backfield and he can square up on him, yeah, he'll make that tackle. But anything in the open field, it's a wash. You might well say, please somebody be there to help him because he's not going to do it. I sent Isaiah a couple of things where he was just in the middle. He had to make a decision, man. I kind of hate it for him, but yeah, he needs a little bit more mature. Tutoring, I guess you can say back there. But overall, I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Yeah, that's all I have to say right now. Because I do want to talk about the game against Miami too. Because I went back and I told you I sent y'all things that I don't watch the game 6 times, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
About that work around here.
Yeah, yeah. I watched all 22 regular. Just all kind of ways. Yeah. And you know what though? Honestly, I'm just going to put this out there. Now, y'all who wants to rag on the offensive line and what have you, I'm going to put this out there. The offensive line really did not play that bad Sunday. They really didn't. A lot of the pressure that y'all saw coming was coming when the ends attacked the tight ends that was there to block. That's who they were beating up most of the time. Anytime they came through the middle line, it was a communication problem. The last 2 sacks, you could say that was on Trevor, because I think Trevor was trying to do the what I called it when I looked at it finally the last time it caught on. The Kevin Ridley syndrome. He wanted to force. I think he wanted to force it to BTJ a couple of times on that one, and he just held it too long, and that's how he ended up getting sacked. Because he ran into the second sack. He ran into that.
Well, I'll give him this though. In the end of the game, you got to push the ball downfield.
Right.
You don't have a choice. So that's hit or miss. I will say the first couple sacks though, that's Cam Robinson being dog shit. Because he's not fucking he's not watching. No, he missed the A-gap switch. They switched it right in his face, and instead of hustling his ass over there to even try to chip a block, he just kind of stood there and watched him run straight through the gap.
But if you look at Trevor, and I know what you're talking about, I saw that, but I looked at Trevor at the same time. I don't know whether that's supposed to be a 3-step drop, get rid of it. And he held it just a little bit longer. But I understand your point. I understand your point. But sometimes you have to look at the whole thing.
No, I agree. If Trevor was supposed to get rid of it, he's supposed to get rid of it. Yeah. But at the same time, though, as an offensive lineman, you play through the whistle, motherfucker. Like,
but
keep
at the same time, because you go back and look again, Miami was loading up the box. They were coming.
Well, Miami's getting cooked right now. I'm sorry. I said they just put another one on them.
Good. Well, we did the same thing. Remember?
No, I know.
But if you go back and look at that second half, really what happened? Doug Peterson got out coached. Because they really didn't. Because I went back and looked, they really didn't change much, except for they tried to continue to ride. But Miami defensive coordinator, what he did was he stacked the box and said, "Okay, you want to run? Yeah, we gonna see how good you can do it." Yeah, and once he shut that down, that was it.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point, even on our offensive line's best day, altogether, they're okay.
Right.
You're not a team that's going to beat them on the line in the trenches every snap. You're not even going to beat them half of the snaps in the line of trenches. The reason we had big play runs is because Tank Bigsby was running pissed off. And he's just blowing up holes. It doesn't matter whether there's enough room for him or not. He's making enough room.
Right.
And that's why we had big runs. And then when it comes to Trevor holding the ball too long, he definitely did a couple of times. But I think I could say I see where that comes from, though, because in the second half, and they're coming back on you, if you're Trevor, the run game's not working.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not working. And the short game, that wasn't enough to convince the coaches to let you keep slinging the ball.
Well, no, not when your receivers are dropping the ball.
Exactly, and that's another thing. I feel like nothing Trevor done in that situation was going to be good for it anyway, because if he takes the short completion, even if they catch it, Press Taylor's going to, or whoever the fuck there. I will say also, that's another topic to go back to also. But when he does get the ball to him in the short game, if they catch it, they go right back to running the ball.
Yeah.
And he knows that's not working. So, and on top of that, I mean, the 2 sacks he took really late, that's just straight up. He knows we don't have the time. You got to get it down the field. You got to push it.
Exactly.
And that's where on an offensive line, they definitely do have to be better. Because that's called situational awareness. As an offensive line, you got to know this ball's got to go downfield. You got to know time and situation. You got to know clock and field position just like every other player on the field. And that means, hey, you're going to have to hold that block a little bit longer, big dog. You're going to have to.
Yeah, well.
But, I mean, that's hit or miss. But I will say, too, though, speaking of, like, play calling and so on and so forth, there were a couple of fans that released some film study.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it wrote down the account that posted it. Excuse me. But they were studying a game that we did have verified Press Taylor called in the second half.
Okay.
It was very, very, very similar to the second half we saw in Miami. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean that Doug Peterson didn't call it. They are also similar in play style occasionally. They do share attributes between play call style. Doug definitely is more – he's more I'm going to go for it with like this ruthless aggression style. I think that's where we got that stupid-ass 4th and 3 from.
Oh, that was – oh, man.
Yeah, that was bad. But I will say, though, it was very, very close to a Press Taylor called second half. Like the jet sweep stuff.
Yeah.
That's a page straight out of a Press Taylor book.
Oh, man, I can't stand that play. I really can't.
That's a play straight from the Press Taylor 101. Yeah. But, I mean, I'll say this, though. When you're talking about things such as, like, how this game went and how we closed, I'm not worried about that. Right now, the reason I'm worried about our secondary, and I do think it's an issue, is because, don't get me wrong, we were a lights-out defense for the first 3 quarters of the game until they got tired. And I can't blame them for being tired. They played way too much in the third quarter. But our secondary was getting torched a couple times with the good ones out there, with our ones. Now, they weren't getting blown out, but like the 2 big plays that Miami had is from Andre Cisco overcommitting. And that'll happen. I think that'll be corrected this week. That was something very correctable. I think that will get corrected. But we're running pretty shallow at serviceable depth at corner now. I mean, DeAndre Prince, he played solid in the preseason, but he's not ready. He's going to get picked on if he goes on the field right now. Monteric Brown, I know he's getting picked on. He got picked on last weekend already.
Yeah.
We know he's getting picked on. Jerry Jones, I think Jerry Jones is ready. I do think he's ready. You put him out there, I don't think we're going to notice any fall off in play or anything like that. I think it actually might even improve, especially over fucking sorry-ass Darby. But Savage is also hurt, and we don't know the extent of that. We don't know if he's playing or not. We don't really even know what he's got going on.
So I didn't even hear about Savage.
He got added to the list today. Yeah, he was added to the list today. And then, sorry, bitch-ass fucking Cam Robinson with his fucking knee just retired, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Made of glass, man. He pisses me off. If you play for 5 fucking minutes and you're hurt again, just get the fuck out. Just leave.
Look. Cam got those old man knees. Leave him alone.
We'll take his old man knee ass and hobble the fuck out the facility and find a new job. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. You're not a fucking lineman anymore. Get the fuck out of here. And the same thing, honestly, I love fucking Tyson Campbell, but what the fuck, dude, already? And nothing even happened to you. And nothing even happened.
Yeah, it did. Because he went when who was that? Tyreek? Was it Tyreek or Waddle? I think it was Tyreek.
He's trying to run with him.
Yeah, and Tyreek hit that corner on him, and he was trying to change real quick, and he kind of extended that back leg out. Yeah, we all know how that feels when you feel it. Like,
I get that you got to feel it, but you also got to feel that you just got fucking paid.
Well, I'm sure that's the first thing that probably went through his mind.
I'm sure it is, but bro, you missed so much time in 2 years, man.
Yeah. But hear me out. Did he or did he not stop that play from happening though?
No, he did. He did.
He knew he was hurt. He got the penalty. That's all I care about.
That was a smart play.
No, and I'll give it to him. I mean, like
come back soon, but at least he got hurt and helped us out.
I'm just pissed off that he's already fucking out again. I disagree with it, but fuck, dude.
Well,
I just don't want to see sorry ass fucking Monteric Brown anymore. Fucking, I hate that motherfucker because like he's a great preseason player because everyone else on the field sucks. But God damn it, I fucking hate seeing Monteric Brown because I notice when he goes out and I get scared immediately, and the quarterback of the other team immediately sees when he comes out. They know it because the ball goes at him every time.
Right, that is true.
And 9 out of 10 times, he's getting fucking fried when they do it.
Well, we're finna find out. We are about to find out.
I wish we would just go ahead and move some second or third rounders and get a good veteran corner right now. Right now.
Well, what's the one? Howard is still out there, isn't he?
He's facing charges.
Yeah, Xavier Howard's facing charges.
Yeah, he's currently fighting cases and facing charges. So we don't want him.
Yeah, so Deshaun Watson.
Well, I would say Deshaun Watson's still playing.
Yeah, but
no, we don't need that right now.
He's only playing because they can't afford for him to sit on the bench.
No, they have no more money. They mortgaged the house for him. Yeah, but there are people out there we could go get. Marshawn Lattimore's still a thing. They've already said that they've expressed willingness to move him.
Yeah, but he's just as injury prone as Tyson Campbell.
Yeah, but he's not injured right now.
I mean, Lord knows he'd pull his hamstring against Amari Cooper or something, then we'd be right back in the same situation.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not saying that there's a perfect solution for everything specifically, but
Trevor,
I would say if we can
understand, Trevor, I understand what you're saying about going to get one, but now is the time to put the young ones out there in the fire and let them learn.
If you think Jarian's good, man, it's time.
Yeah, it's time.
No, I want Jarian out there. I just don't want fucking Monteric Brown out there.
Well,
I don't want Ronald bitch-ass Darby out there.
Well,
and if you take those two out of the mix,
Darby's a starter, big man. You ain't getting rid of Darby.
I'm gonna say Darby's gonna be there.
I know, and that's what's killing me.
Yeah, but hear me out. Hold on. But the Monteric Brown situation, relax. The only reason Monteric Brown was even like on the active roster and playing more than anybody else was because none of the other corners were ready. Yeah. He has the most experience and he plays special teams. Trey Flowers didn't play special teams. That's why he got cut and put on the practice squad.
Yeah,
He's starting now.
Yeah,
or he's activated now. So there's a good chance that he'll be over Monteric Brown in the rotation in corner. But Monteric Brown was our best option with experience and everything against those guys.
Yeah, I get why we started him, but that's even scarier. You know what I mean? Like, I get what you're saying. You're absolutely right. But to me, that's a little bit scarier because, like, Monteric Brown.
But let me ask you something. Well, who were the touchdown for Tyreek Hill scored on?
That was on Cisco technically because
Cisco and
Darby.
That was on
Cisco and Darby.
Yeah, Darby.
Notice how I was. I'm not trying to give Monteric Brown any credit and say he's scary and they weren't throwing at him, but he played a good bit of the game and they did not try and abuse him. And like, I think he was playing good enough in this scheme. I think the scheme when it works and the players do what they need to do.
Wait a minute, I don't think he was even on the field for that play.
Who?
Yeah, he might not have been
Monteric Brown.
No. I'm saying like they weren't going after him after he came in. Is my point.
No,
the touchdown was scored on Darby, but after Monteric Brown came in, like they weren't going after him a bunch. So I'm not saying that's because he's scary as a corner. I'm just saying like even though he came in, it wasn't like they immediately saw him as a huge weakness and just said, "Hey, Waddle, hey Tyreek."
No, they did.
Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They got two 20-yard plays in succession on Monteric Brown.
Yes, they did.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, they absolutely saw Monteric Brown and targeted him.
Yep.
Well, but the big plays did come from an overcommit on Cisco both times. Because if Cisco stays in his place,
wait a minute, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a Trevor. Hey, Isaiah, I sent you something in the email. I don't know if you got it. It says bad angle, and it's another one.
Yeah. No, he only allowed 23 yards on 2 catches.
Well, then it was the one time then.
Well, yeah, because they hit it. It was one going across the middle. I remember that one. I don't remember the other one. It may have been a short one, but yeah.
No, as soon as he came in there, they definitely went right at him.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
But I want you to put the second one up, because I want to show Trevor what I'm talking about. I know because it was. You can say the play itself, the way it was designed, man, it was going to put somebody in the bind. And it put a couple of people in the bind.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that they didn't scheme well. They schemed really well.
Oh, heck
And,
yeah.
and that's not even to say too. I don't think that Monteric Brown is the worst corner ever. I don't think that.
No,
I just
that's
think
that's 26. What's his name? What's 26 name?
stop it.
What's his name again?
Stop it. Because he's not playing no better. Yeah, no,
That's
I
what I'm
agree with you.
saying.
Yeah, he's
That's
not.
exactly
But
what I'm
that's also
saying.
what scares me. That's what scares me a lot too. Because what do we? If Savage does play, I don't know which one I'd rather hurt more on. Whether I'd rather hurt in the safety department or the corner department, because he's got to play one or the other. And without Campbell, we've got a bunch of unprovens.
Well,
You know, and I know it's time. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever a time to throw them all in at the same time. I'm not saying that this isn't the situation we have to.
But that's the beauty of this defense. They won't be in all at one time because of the rotation.
Well, we're out of people to rotate. Our corner room is so short right now.
But they're versatile. We got safeties that can cover. Well, besides Cisco, we leave him back there.
Cisco's there. We got Antonio Johnson and we got Savage that are active.
Yeah,
because we lost Terrell Edmonds. So we've got Savage, and no, they signed a safety. I didn't even see his name.
Trey Flowers. They brought Trey Flowers.
They activated Trey Flowers. So
they got another guy they brought in.
You got Jarian. You got Trey Prince or DeAndre Prince. I just said Trey. Sorry, but DeAndre Prince.
Get that man a name.
Yeah, Jarian and DeAndre.
Right.
And then you got
this one.
Yeah, this one right here. This one right here. Yeah, you see, I don't know, right there in the middle by the 30, where you got Johnson in the middle, and he's got to make a decision now.
Yeah, he's got to break on something.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's breaking there, and Tyreek is going toward Cisco. Now Cisco has to make it because he sees him coming, but he sees that underneath route also. So he's like, okay, where's he going? Where's he going? They making business decisions, man.
Well, that's why. Cisco, if I'm Antonio right there, if Antonio breaks on the guy that's on the underneath route, he makes the right call because the corner's cooked. The corner is fried right there. Like he's already got separation, and that guy doesn't even have a step. Like he's lunging at him instead of changing direction at that point. Cisco is so far back, he should be able. Like I'm not. This is why he gets paid the money he gets paid. He's a good safety. He should be able to see that. Hey, that Johnson's gonna drop on the underneath. I need to help with the go route.
Right.
I mean, but if I'm not mistaken, Cisco bites down as well.
Right, exactly.
And that's where the mistake happens.
Yep, yeah. He takes that one step forward, which is a killer every time. You know, and then Tyreek. Yeah, then Tyreek uses that to his advantages and bends around him, which forces both of them to take bad angles to try and tackle him.
Yeah, I mean, playing it's beneficial, but you don't even got to play it to see right there what's going on.
Right.
Because, I'll give Johnson his credit right there. I think he made the right move by biting down. He's supposed to.
Well, look,
Cisco is supposed to stay back.
Look, if he doesn't, you know what's going to happen, right? That's going to end up in the wheel all by itself.
Yeah.
If the receiver is reading the action right, that's what I would have done.
Yeah. No, I agree. It could have happened either way.
I'm just confused on because
all right,
right here.
Uh-huh.
Lloyd is clearly either in contain or zone right here. Is that A-chain in the back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
1 sec. Yeah. Okay. So they got two back there.
Stop it. But yeah, I would say stop it for a moment. See, and that's the beauty. That was the beauty of the way they were setting up because they had two backs in the backfield, which held the linebackers. Period. Because you just can't go take it off because they got them in motion. Always got them moving. Right. So you got to stay. You got to be there, just in case. And Teal had started running also, so that made it even triple threat, right? So basically, you're depending on your front four to get to it and try and slow this down.
They got to pin
they're running cover one Robert right now.
Yeah,
right. Now you see Darby on the bottom right there. That's Darby, right? Yeah, that's Darby. All right, and if you go to the right, to the right, no, down. Go. Nope, no other way. Go towards Cisco. Go towards Cisco.
Towards Cisco.
There you go, right there.
Talking about Johnson, yeah.
Johnson, right. So now you see what Johnson is. Now, if you see over here, you see Waddle. That's probably Waddle up top by the 20.
Yeah, that's Waddle right here.
So if you see how these routes beginning to kick, yeah, that's a hell of a decision to make right there. They have to make.
That's not a decision.
No, that's his job.
So in cover one, Robert, this is his zone right here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, for him, exactly. Cisco's the one that made a decision he shouldn't have made. Cisco, because look,
well, he was watch his head. He's not even looking over there. Watch Cisco. He's looking at the quarterback, and then that's whenever he realized he fucked up right here when he see Tyreek coming across.
But did you see how Cisco slid down in? That's where he jacked up at when he slid down.
Yeah, he should have never done that.
Right.
Well, he planted his feet here because he saw Tua take that. He thought he's coming right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But instead, Tua was just setting up to get Tyreek. And remember, he turned around. That's when this is right here is when he messed up.
It's a great design play because Antonio can't do anything right there. Because if Antonio sees that earlier and bites on it, it's a bad angle and Waddle blows past him.
You want to see why Doug Peterson said that they need to be coached better?
Because of this hesitation by Cisco.
No, not just this one. Well, so I want you to watch this play. Right here, right here. Watch these two guys.
They're both cooked.
No, I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to pull up a different play. This wasn't 4, 5. This wasn't 5 Miami plays earlier.
Not 5.
No,
it was not even 5.
They ran the same damn play, just flipped it.
Yeah, that's basically what they did.
No, it ain't basically. No, it's exactly.
They did flip it, but they didn't really flip it because Tyreek stayed on this side. Yeah. They just changed up the route. But same concept. They got 2 coming in the backfield. They move Engel back there to help block.
No, it's just flipped. They didn't flip the personnel. They just flipped the scheme.
They just drop this under here. See it cut in. So he bit down. This was cover 2. This is zone cover 2 right here.
Right.
Drops back. Muma catches him coming out. They drop back. They did the fake little cut here. He comes across. He sinks into his zone. He sinks into his zone. Cisco sees him coming across. Antonio Johnson.
Antonio does. Yeah.
Right there. So unless this is a cover 1 like robber zone, which isn't really, I mean, it's a thing, but it's not a great thing.
Right.
Unless that's what this is, he absolutely bit down here on a cover 2 because he saw him and did not see Tyreek, and Cisco is supposed to be over here in this half.
And he's
trying to chase him. He's trying to chase him across the field. I mean, great effort play by Cisco.
Yeah.
But the way this stacks out, this is very.
I'm telling you, it's
because if you watch them both, they both sink halves of the field. He sees this, comes down. That's it. That's exactly why Doug Peterson said they need to be coached better. Because
he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right.
80-yard touchdown.
A little bit. We'll take it back just a little bit. Like right when right when Tyreek cuts midfield and Antonio bites.
Right.
Right when he bites.
Right.
Yeah, he's biting right now. This is his first step.
No, I mean, like, go a little further than I'm sorry. Watch when they hook in their zone. He's looking right at the linebacker, Muma. He's looking right at Muma, sinking into his zone, which Tyreek's going to run dead into.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I'm not saying that you're never supposed to leave your zone. You don't leave your zone unless the ball's left the hand. You know exactly where it's going. You don't leave your zone. Okay, so he fucked up already. But if you were going to leave a zone, it's not the one that you see your linebacker in. He's right there.
I mean, in cover 2, even in the middle of the field like this, outside the hashes right here. I mean, this is the corner to move over to. And to continue contain right here, because you still got Lloyd underneath. You got Muma over here. Move him to this hash, and he stays back. But yeah, this is just
that's poor execution
by an inexperienced player that's trying to make a big play on Tyreek Hill, and then forgetting about Jalen Waddle. And that's how a lot of teams get beat by this Miami team. They forget about Jalen Waddle, and then wide open. This guy's trying to make a play.
Now, see, I was about to say, Trevor, you talk bad about Darby, but Darby turned around and noticed what was going on, was trying to catch him. He did catch him a little bit too.
I would hope. Look where that ball is. But I'm just saying, look where this ball is. It just came out. Not even past the line yet, and he's already got his eyes and he's moving.
Well, I mean, like
what's going on.
I talk bad about Darby because he got fucking cooked.
Well, yeah.
Times. Well, what I will say is on this play, yeah, he recognized the play, but I would fucking hope so. When the ball came out, he was standing there by himself with nobody to fucking watch. All he had to watch was Tua. I would hope that he had time to see that he's throwing and look to where it was going.
Trevor, you're going to give my man Darby his props on that one. All right.
He turned around good. He turned around good.
Period.
This is nice to see.
I love Cam Little, though.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a kicker that we can trust and believe in.
Can we just see BTJ after this?
Yeah, we can replay BTJ. We're not even going to talk about the Browns at all, or we just feel so good about that game. We know we're beaten.
Look, okay,
we know we're beating them, but this had to happen though. I think because even though we did the recap last episode, I don't think that we had enough time to digest every single part of it yet.
Right,
and
exactly.
I think that with the injuries we've sustained throughout the week, might be even more a reason to highlight what we saw from our secondary last weekend. Mm-hmm. So I think now that we were able to do that, I just want to see a bright spot. That's the only reason I want to see BTJ again. Just because I love it so much. I love it so much, dude. Whoop. I fucking love it.
That was a nice little move right there. That was nice.
Mm-hmm. Give me that shimmy, baby.
And let me ask you something though. Did Trevor intentionally throw that pass underthrow it, or because I think he should? I think he should have threw it over myself.
Well, if he throws it over, he's kind of throwing him into the hit.
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, because he had 2 steps on Ramsey. He had like 2 steps on Ramsey.
Yeah, but if you throw it over, Ramsey read the ball as soon as Trevor left it. So if he throws it over, BTJ's got to turn towards Ramsey, and that takes away a 1 step.
Okay.
Well,
and Ramsey's closing the other.
Not even necessarily that. I mean, you also, if he throws it over and it's high, and if he misses high like Trevor Lawrence tends to, this guy's spearing Brian Thomas Jr. in the back.
Or it's a pick.
Well, I'm not talking about here. I'm talking about on the touchdown. That's what I'm talking about.
On the touchdown?
On the touchdown, yeah. Not the touchdown, the interference.
The interference?
I
don't know if he intentionally threw that low or not.
Yeah, see, that's
he said in the press conference that he underthrew that ball, and he was pissed off about it. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence in the press conference after said that he underthrew that ball, and he needs to hit him better next time.
Yes.
Which I think he will.
It wasn't on purpose. We got lucky that Jalen Ramsey sucks now and tries to get pass interference all the time.
But I'm not going to lie.
I mean, if you look here, though, that ball's coming out. I will say Trevor is standing basically flat-footed at this point because somebody got pushed back into his face. Is that Morse?
Yes. Yeah, that's Morse getting shoved right into his throat hole.
No, well,
that's not working. Who is that? No. 60 is that 65? Oh, that's 60. Oh, that's Sheriff. Sheriff shifted
that's
over.
Sheriff.
Are they zone? No, that's Morse. And Sheriff got pushed back into his face.
That's Sheriff? Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They said he had 0 pressures allowed whenever this just happened. But yeah, I mean, Trevor's, you can see he's kind of leaning back when he lets go of that ball. I wish there was a way to like slow it down.
I mean, but look, once again, the safety's made, but he already had what 1.5 yard on Ramsey already.
Oh, yeah, he's a solid 1.5 going on 2.
And the safety is done.
The safety. I'll be honest though. So that is a tough one for a safety to make there. That's one of those cases you're talking. Well, I'll tell you why. Because if he doesn't realize just how big of a gap he has on Jalen, if he doesn't realize, which it's hard, it might be easy to miss that because you're thinking that's fucking Jalen Ramsey. He's got that,
That's exactly what that man was thinking.
I think that's exactly what it was because if he misses, if he thinks Jalen can close it, he trusts Jalen. Kirk was busting across the field. Kirk had one separation on the underneath route.
Right. If you watch his eyes, he looks to Kirk because he doesn't know Brian Thomas Jr., but he knows Jalen Ramsey. And Ramsey just got a bag. But you watch his eyes right here. He's looking towards Trevor. He sees Trevor looking this way on that play action. Watch his head. He steps, which this is the biggest mistake he could have made right here. Exactly. Opens his hips to Kirk's side.
Yep.
Then moves that head. He's looking over here, trying to keep an eye on both of them. and he doesn't even know this is happening. He doesn't even know Jalen Ramsey's getting his ass beat right now. But then he opens back up to try and gain weight because he thinks he's going to make his way up the field. When he cuts under like that,
But look, he looks down.
Now stop.
He doesn't even see it.
Right, stop. Hold on. Now, before Trevor decided to throw it to BTJ, and before who is that? That is Trevor started getting pushed back. Do you think Trevor had any open receivers?
Yeah, well, Kirk
right here.
Open.
Yeah, right there.
He's got ETN here and he's got Kirk, but there's only 3 guys going down the field right now.
But you think about this though. You know that Brian Thomas. Trevor knows Brian Thomas has got him beat.
Right. Exactly.
And he also knows, and I think honestly, as a quarterback, I know that's what I would think. I know that safety is going to bite on Kirk, but it's honestly Trevor's just waiting to see which one he bites on.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. Because if it wasn't that, he's letting the ball go right now to Kirk.
Right.
If he wasn't waiting to see which one he bid on. So he was patient. He waited the safety out is what he did. He made the safety make his choice. And when the safety made his choice, he threw the ball to the appropriate spot. That's just Trevor showing that he does have good vision, despite people saying he just gets it out quick and throws it to a dump-off route. Trevor can read a field. Because look at that.
Thank you.
Kirk is wide open, dude. Kirk is open for a good gain, too. It's not a dump-off. Like, that's a 25-yard gain. But no, he kept his eyes open, and he kept his options open, and he made the safety play the devil's advocate. The safety did not have a choice that was good there.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah. So we're saying the same thing. We're just seeing, and that's the great part about
it. Look at these two right tackles right here.
Oh man, them cats, man.
Love it.
Oh. But you know,
Harrison was getting. I mean, that is Calais Campbell right there. But like, Harrison stood up a little bit, but he sure held his own this game.
He did. He really did. But at the end,
but look at that from Trevor's angle, real quick. Look at the separation Kirk had. That's how you know he played devil's advocate.
Oh, he's right here. He's got 3 yards.
Yeah, but that's how you know he played devil's advocate, because you can see right there he knows Brian Thomas has got the space, so he's just waiting now. To literally, he wants the safety to make the mistake.
I'm wondering if the safety ever really even, because that's Jordan Poyer. I'm wondering if Poyer never even looked at Brian Thomas Jr. Even right here.
I think he sees him, but I don't think he realizes how bad he's beaten.
I mean, if you look at his head though, like he lasered in on Trevor right here, and then gets like a slight glimpse maybe. But I think he's lasered in here, thinking he's coming across to this.
But that's what I think too. Because if you look at that,
I'm gonna tell you why. Because we have a tendency of throwing that route all the time.
We do. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. They know Christian Kirk, they don't know Brian Thomas Jr. and they know Ramsey. So yeah, they're definitely. I guarantee you, their focus was, they're going to try and run him down the field and get Kirk underneath. But
look at the separation that BTJ has.
Right,
I love it. Kirk has more separation, obviously, but BTJ is open for a touchdown. I think if Scherf doesn't hit him in the face almost, and Trevor can actually step into that one, it's going to be closer to the back of the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown.
I mean, my thing is, imagine how many points my fantasy team would have scored if he caught that.
Oh, no.
We do bonuses for 40 plus.
Okay.
But all right, that's enough film for now.
But yeah.
I think that just showed us some of the things you can look forward to in the Browns game. I think that's actually the film study was a great usher into the Browns game, because a key to victory for us, I think, for this Sunday is going to be airing the ball out.
Yeah.
We're going to have to let Trevor take the cap off, because I think he's ready to.
Question. And I thought about this watching the film. At the end of the game, Miami put fresh backs in.
Yeah.
All right. Loaded up the front, basically 11 man plus extra back, extra tight end, and fresh backs, and ran. Where was Dearness Johnson this game?
That's a good question. I didn't see him.
Yeah.
I think Bigsby was just. I mean, my thing is, though, if you really look at it, though, with the amount of touches our running backs got, we really didn't need to throw a third running back in there. They got 24 between the two of them in terms of on the ground. I think ETN got what, 2 or 3 catches, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like how. I think that was another mistake we had, was we didn't keep the hot hand going. We tried to force ETN to get going, which, okay, I get it in the first quarter, maybe the second quarter. but Bigsby is showing you he's the hot hand today, and so is our passing game.
You know, and some of those runs, ETM looked a bit tentative too, like something was wrong with him. Because I know a couple of times I watched him and he like hesitated before he went into the hole, or he slowed down. I'm like, okay, what's really going on?
Well, I think he's always hesitated before a hole though, but I think that's what got him the first place after contact in the backfield, is because he's a patient runner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like Bigsby. Bigsby was running. The reason Bigsby did good is because Bigsby blew holes open where there weren't holes. Etienne waited for the hole to open, and it never did.
Devon Hamilton played terrible this game.
No, he didn't.
He got cooked.
Devon Hamilton played pretty good, man.
Devon Hamilton, I mean,
for him to be out all last season with what he had.
Well, for what he
he played damn well. Yeah, he played damn well.
In hindsight, I guess.
Yeah, in hindsight. Yeah, he got double teamed him a lot too. Believe it or not.
In the totality of the game,
yeah,
he didn't make that big of an impact. But
somebody
who did though,
against
motherfucking Walker.
Wait a minute. No, we just not gonna glaze over that. No, but with offense like Miami, Hamilton did what he needed to do. He really did. Because think about it, Miami, and of course they're getting cooked right now, but Miami has a lot of moving. Miami has a lot of moving part in their offense.
Oh yeah,
a whole lot. So, and I think at one point the front four decided, okay, we're gonna rush, but we're not gonna rush. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. I think we actually read that beautiful, and I think you're right. All of our defensive line had great discipline.
Right.
We had great discipline, especially on option discipline and so on.
Mm-hmm.
I think we played that really well. But what I will say, though, Devon Hamilton didn't have the stats or whatever, but I think it all comes down to, like we were talking about, I don't think it'll be the passing game that beats us. And honestly, I don't think it'll even be their running game. I think it'll be their defense that beats us if we don't become aggressive and take what's given to us. In the first half, we took what was given last weekend.
Right.
The second half, we just kept trying to force the ball to Etienne, and then he fumbled, and then he took himself out of the game the rest of the game.
Actually, he didn't. He
held his head down the whole time.
Well, yeah, but he did come back and have a couple of good runs.
Well,
but
I mean, he bounced back personally, but he didn't even you can't carry that negativity because that spreads. That stuff's a cancer, man.
Yeah, that is true.
I think we saw that because everything went wrong after that.
You know what's encouraging?
What's that?
That people don't want to talk about, don't want to admit. How many other teams do you think right now have the number 10 and number 6 ranked linebackers in the league?
None.
How many other teams do you think have 2 top 10 linebackers ranked? Again, PFF, say what you want, but two top 10 graded linebackers, because we had Devin Lloyd at number 6 and Foye Oluokun at number 10 graded right now.
And I think Oluokun should be higher than that.
I do too, personally. I'm not
higher or lower, however you're looking at it. But you know who had good games quietly, but had good games? If you go and watch the game, frame by frame, Lacey, that's your man, Trevor. Lacey had a pretty decent game.
Lacey did have a good game.
Ranked 47th out of 110.
He did. Yep. No, dude, he really did have a good game.
Yeah. Mason Smith.
I was happy to see it. Mason Smith was a dog.
Yeah. Yep. Miles Cole.
Miles Cole had a good game too.
Yes, and Adula. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing too much, but I could have just missed it because I was looking at other things. But I'll tell you this, though, too. I think the biggest one that I'm just happy about is, honestly, I know for a fact he outshined him this game, but Trayvon Walker, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to outshine Josh Allen.
That's a good thing.
It is a good thing. It's a really good thing, but I'm just saying, Trayvon Walker was crazy this game.
Well, a couple of times him and Josh got back there together.
Well, Josh was still doing Josh things. I'm not saying Josh fell off, but I'm just saying Trayvon was more effective at actually getting all the way through the play.
Right.
And I think Josh has always had this problem too, and I think that's why he always gets consistently left out of the top 5 edge rusher conversation, is because if we're playing against an offensive line that's okay, that's when he'll take over a game. He'll do that. But if he's playing against a really good offensive line, a lot of times he does get stopped up just short of making the play. Yeah, he is really good. He will constantly get pressure. They'll constantly be pressure, but like he does get stopped up a lot before he makes the play in comparison to a Myles Garrett or a TJ Watt, so on and so forth, where those guys, they're finishing the damn play.
Right.
Most of the time. I mean, not always. You don't win every snap. And I'm not saying that Josh Allen isn't elite. That's not what I'm saying. But like,
no, I know you're not saying that.
Yeah, but those guys definitely finish the play, and he definitely gets stopped up a lot. Trayvon Walker this past weekend, that is not the case. Trayvon Walker finished the damn play.
So, yep, they did, and was outstanding at it.
Yeah.
You know, and I went back, and Devin Lloyd did have a pretty nice game also.
Yes, he did.
But Isaiah, can you see how many drops we had as a team?
That killed me.
That did more damage, and it's just not the drops; it's when the drops occurred.
Yeah,
on the down. Yeah, those that is what really hurt.
Yeah, it's never a good time for a drop, but it damn sure doesn't need to be in the fourth quarter when we're trying to drive for the game.
Right.
Of course, it's trying to bring up fucking fantasy football, bro. I don't give a shit about fantasy football. Give me the drops.
Kirk had 2. I know that.
Oh yeah,
both were first downs too.
I know they were.
Yeah,
one was pretty early, wasn't it?
Yeah. The first one was the second quarter.
It killed me second quarter. And then he brings in the tough ass first down where he's getting hit as soon as he catches it. He brings that one in.
You know what? And I thought about that. I was driving tonight. I thought about that. If Kirk continues to do that, we may see more Parker Washington.
Hey, I'm not saying I called it, but I called
it. I mean, and that's what made me think about it. I'm like, all right. We may see the infusion of the youth now because the veterans are just not doing it at the moment.
I think Kirk. I don't want to. I think it's a little soon to hypothetical that yet, because I think Kirk's just gonna kind of heating back up to getting on the field, because you think even through preseason he played one game and that was one drive. So and then before that he's been out for a long time. So I think Kirk he gets hot again. I think he's gonna go right back to Christian Kirk because he's still got the cuts, the routes, the separation.
Right. Okay.
This is 3rd and 9, by the way. This is offensive line's right around here somewhere.
Yeah.
22 yards. Both hands. Drops it.
Can't blame it on the shade.
Wasn't even touched.
Fucking criminal.
Wasn't even touched until well after he should have had that ball in his hands. It's dropped right here.
Oh yeah.
And it's criminal. That's criminal.
I mean, that's 3rd and 9, baby. That's why people are like, I was
back it up.
Hold on, we'll get this angle real quick.
Okay.
Because like this angle shows the drop even better, so you can really see it hits this man in both hands in his face mask.
Boom. Right there.
Now I will say Trevor could have put him a little closer, but he's trying not to throw it out of bounds. I understand it; he had room, but as an NFL receiver with gloves on, you got to catch his football.
Catch the damn ball.
Yeah, I mean that hit you smack in the hands,
and you're getting paid as much money as you are too, because you're supposed to be one of the top receivers. Catch the fucking ball, dude.
Catch the ball.
Yeah, I mean he's completely untouched all the way to the ground.
He actually, he never gets touched until until well after he hits the ground.
Yeah. But I mean, great throw by Trevor, I will say. Keeping it in bounds, not sailing it. Because, in years past, especially this early in the game, we'd see Trevor throwing this somewhere in this area or even further.
I actually think Trevor had great control in this game. He
like
had
we're talking about the preseason. He's throwing a lot of touch we haven't seen him throw with. I think, I was talking to somebody, I'm like, he had like 60 yards worth of drop passes in this game where he only threw for 162. 20 or 30 of them would have came on this play. That's one. We got I got to just pull it up for Christian Kirk right now with his name on it. That way, anything I can see, incomplete. This was the one that Evan Ingram dropped. This is that curl, which I will say, I mean, good coverage. He took a hit. The dude was touching him. It's a quick hurry up play. I mean, Trevor probably should not. Oh no, actually, this is.
When he threw out
that's a different one. I mean, that's still. I mean,
he could have caught that one.
That's a little bit of a tough catch. Kind of go outside, making the turn.
I really don't think Trevor was trying to complete that one.
No,
I think he was just getting rid of it. Yeah.
Well, I think he was definitely putting it somewhere only Ingram can get it. I think Ingram probably should have gotten it. That's a terrible angle. Trash. Whatever. Tragic.
If I'm remembering the play correctly, like watching it live, I remember there was an angle. Like Ingram could have gone up for it and gotten it if he wanted it.
I think this is the Evan Ingram pitch. No, it's not because he was on the right side of the field. This is another drop one by Kirk, I believe. 3rd and 5. No, he just threw that one away. Never mind.
Yeah, that was the end of the.
That's the one he threw away. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 9 seconds left. We're up by 17-0, 14-0, 17. We're up by something. There it is. This is the other one. This one's 1st and 10, but still. Let's see if Christian Kirk. Well. Oh, this one. Yeah, no, that's not on Kirk. That was a bad throw by Trevor trying to get rid of it. Where in the hell? 3rd and 13, maybe? This incomplete short right. Is that Evan Ingram right there? No, that is right there.
Just the 30-yard when he caught. Just the 30-yard one. No? Is it? No.
No, that's when he threw out.
Yeah.
By the way, people, you know what the hell we were talking about. They had they had drops.
Yeah.
3rd and 5. Here we go. This is it. This is the one to Kirk.
And this is some very untimely drops.
Some untimely drops.
Yep, another one. That should have been caught. Why the fuck are you jumping for that, dude?
Yeah, stop trying to be a hero.
Give me the other angle. Let's see how far out this one really was, because
it could have been the angle. Maybe we were all fooled by the television.
Maybe not.
No, he definitely needed to jump for that one, but
it hit him in the fucking hands.
That's a tough one to bring in, but come on, man.
No,
we've seen him make that.
Thank you. No, I'm about to say that's routine right there.
We've seen him make that.
No sympathy. No.
Yeah, that's enough of that. That's two 3rd downs totaling about 35, 40 yards. Yeah. I mean, with this Browns game, I really don't have too much to worry about, in my opinion. I think that we've done enough talking about the Dolphins game at this point, and really don't know we have too much to talk about with the Jaguars and Browns. I will say, updated injury report. Daniel Thomas was limited once again. Cam Robinson limited. Darnell Savage did not participate. Caleb Johnson limited. Tyler Lacey limited. Tyler Lacey was a toe. Cam Robinson is a knee, and Savage is a quad. I will say Myles Garrett did not participate today with a foot injury. They did say, though, however, that it is not concerning, that it does look like he will be playing.
Of course.
But they've got Jerry Jeudy. He was a full participant with a knee injury. David Njoku did not play and has been ruled out for this game.
Right.
Joel Bitonio was limited with an elbow injury. Jack Conklin and Jedrick Willis, both knee injuries, were limited. They both had to leave last week or didn't play. I can't remember if they left or couldn't play at all. Dalvin Tomlinson is limited with a knee injury. Alex Wright is limited with an elbow. Zadarius Smith back did not participate. Pretty sure he's been ruled out for this one, if I'm not mistaken.
That'll be a big loss for them.
JOK was a full participant. Denzel Ward is back to a full participant, and their long snapper, it was limited with a foot injury. Let me see if there's anything.
As far as all the Dolphins review goes, though, I think it's important to preview the Browns game strictly because this is our game to lose.
It really is. Yeah.
It's our game to lose. So I think it'll come down to those errors that we just covered. And I think that even though this is a preview for the Browns game, the review of the Dolphins game is the preview for the Browns game. Like, listen, like, we clean these up, that's our game. It's over. It's already won. We've already won the game.
Right.
If we don't, we will give the game away again.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's all there is to it, because as far as the injuries go, they don't have receivers that are going to pick on inexperienced guys too much other than Amari. Amari's going to, and Jerry Jeudy will. But we've got Jarian Jones has proven he can run with anybody so far. He ran stride for stride with Tyreek last weekend.
Yeah, not once but twice.
Yeah, that shocked the hell out of me.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, and then you got Savage because Savage probably will play. He was limited, but I think he'll play.
Yeah,
I agree. Savage didn't practice, did he? He did not participate.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Savage didn't practice. So actually,
he probably will. Probably set him out precautions. You know, I mean, especially if you're looking at our secondary. Yeah, I sent him out too. Just all right.
Yeah,
you be here. You be in the film room with us, but no, you're not going out there today. Come on.
Yes.
Week 2, Jacksonville, Cleveland Browns have listed players as inactive. Key inactives will include, as of right now, Zadarius Smith, Alex Wright, Jedrick Willis, and David Njoku, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Big losses, yeah. It's our game to lose. It's absolutely our game to lose. And they're coming to my fucking house now because it's named after me too now.
That's yeah. Look, why are fans complaining about that?
I don't know. Yeah, man. Hey, matter of fact, fuck all y'all.
That's just stupid.
Hating ass bitches. Fuck all y'all. He's our franchise quarterback. Name the damn house after him. Fuck you. Name your baby after him. Fuck you again.
And miss us with that bullshit.
And miss us with that bullshit.
It sucks. It's only for the game, like the one game. It'd be hilarious if they had it all season. But
yeah, I know, right?
People were so mad. Yeah, just Trevor Bank all year. I will say though, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off if they did Trevor Bank on the one weekend that they don't let Trevor just let the fucking ball fly.
Let it go.
Be a perfect time for his first 400+ yarder.
All right, Trevor, I got one for the not good enough short for you. You ready? I got it. All right, Travis Etienne.
Not good enough.
We can't be doing that fumbling, dog. Not when you heading toward the end zone. No, man, that's not good enough. Not good enough at all. Antonio Johnson.
You damn sure ain't good enough.
Dude, I don't know what you need to do. Go tackle, bouncing, running the walls, or play out in traffic, hitting cars or something, dude. But you got to work on that tackling in the open field. You're horrendous. You're horrible. You're just raggedy ass. Come on, man. For what you're doing right now is not good enough.
Christian Kirk, your ass ain't good enough.
He had to put him in there.
Absolutely. And Evan Ingram, listen, I'm not going to put him in there because it's debatable. It depends on how hard the contact was. It could have been a lot harder than it looked on TV, but I'll tell you, it looked damn hard on TV, and it sounded like it too.
I think we only targeted him twice that game, or 3 times maybe.
And I was about to say,
2 of them were like throws out of bounds.
I was about to say, it also comes down to we clearly didn't make it a priority in the game plan to get him going.
Right.
But I mean, I'll say this. On TV, it even sounded and looked hard as shit. Look, he got his shit rocked when he caught that. But also at the same time, we paid you a lot of money, dog.
Yeah.
We paid you a lot of money to hold that fucking football.
Yeah. Period.
You got to hold the fucking football, big dog.
Period.
But everybody else, I'm not going to lie, I'm still very happy about how we played. And I'm still very excited for what we're going to do this weekend. I think the Browns are fucked.
I got another group. Doug Peterson and Press Taylor. I don't know what y'all doing. And at this point, stop doing it. All right?
I was about to say, they don't even belong in That's Not Good Enough. They belong in Get Ready to Pack Your Fucking Shit.
Well, we're just gonna leave them right there for the moment. Hopefully, as you say, they'll release the beast this Sunday, and we'll be all right.
You just pull the fucking gloves off. Take the goddamn baby. Take the training wheels off. Damn it! Throw the fucking ball because he was killing it when we were throwing the ball. Oh man, yeah. Trevor was an assassin, man, and that's what bothers me the most too. Is like these ignorant ass fans of ours, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I almost hate some of our fan base more than anybody else's because our people are so fucking stupid. Like, how can you sit back and say Trevor Lawrence is the reason we lost this game? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
did somebody really say that?
Oh, really? People everywhere were saying it.
Listen, every game, every fucking game, even some of the preseason games, they were hating on Trevor, and he didn't even fucking play.
Well, people are trying to push the Mac Jones narrative because they're stupid.
Oh. Yeah, well, no, like, And like I'm in like every Jaguars Facebook group almost that you can be in. Okay, every fucking thing that happens, there's somebody hating on Trevor Lawrence every time. What? Like, how fucking stupid are you? How fucking stupid are you? You go make that back of the end zone throw because I bet you fucking can't.
Yeah,
And I bet you out of 31 other QBs in the league, not many of them can either.
No. That's mainly listening to the media, the main media
The media
talking
even
heads.
gave him his props. No, they ain't even listening to him. These people are their own crazed fucking retards. They do this shit on their own. Because even Dan Orlovsky, the first thing he said was, Trevor just made that incredibly difficult throw look easy. Dan Orlovsky is one of his biggest critics, by the way.
True.
But he gave him props. He gave him his props for doing it.
He did do
a solid game. And he also said that if Trevor keeps playing like this, he's back in the MVP conversation by the end of the year. Like, give him his fucking flowers because he's fucking doing it. What is wrong with you? And then they're all hating because they named it Trevor Bank. Why shouldn't they? I'll wait.
Yes, we're all waiting.
Oh man, if you don't know football, you can just say that and then exit the conversation at any time.
I tell people that all the time. It's so much easier instead of typing up paragraphs and essays. Just say I don't know football and in the post there. It's that easy.
Just don't say anything to me at all. Just shut up. And stop posting in public. Also, you should have to. Some of these people should have to ask permission first. This shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, I told somebody the other day, I was like, thank you for publicly telling us you don't understand the game of football.
No, I saw one dumbass immediately after the Dolphins game go, I think it's time to have the conversation about Trevor. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I think we actually saw that he corrected the one blatant issue that he really did carry with him for a long time, and that was the inability to pull the ball back instead of throwing a pick in a pressure situation where he needed to get the ball out. He actually did this and still pulled it in and ran. Bitch, what else do you want him to do? Pisses me off, dude. We have some of the most ungrateful, hating-ass motherfucking fans in this city, man.
Well, Trevor, you know what?
That's every fan base, too. We've also got some of the realest and the dopest people, too.
Well, if we continue our dang it. I think I lost my mindset. Our film study. That's our film study.
He just gave himself a concussion.
Who?
Tua.
Oh,
he just tried to dive through somebody, and he just went, and his hands curled up, and he just laid there.
Yeah, film study. Continue our film study. They will learn. They will understand a lot better than what they've been going.
I don't even think they will. And I'm gonna be honest. And the reason I say that, they literally just force the issue of hating him.
Oh,
and you know what they do when he does great? They just don't say anything.
I have to say, be quiet.
Yeah, they just don't say anything. And they're supposedly Jaguars fans. What the fuck? Dude? No, you're not. You're just a hating ass bitch. Hating ass bitch.
They're gonna call it like it is. Just call it like it is.
Bullshit, man.
Yeah,
kills me, man.
Very much so.
And then the people talking about too. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? I am not happy with the way Travis Etienne played this weekend. Oh my God, Tua's dead. I know you just said it, but like I just caught the replay. Tua died. Oh man, and dude, he's concussion prone. It's over. Oh, dude, his hands are like, oh, dude, yeah, he's gone.
Okay, I must not be at that part yet.
Yeah, Tua don't know where he's at right now. Oh, Mike McDaniel's walking out pissed as hell too. Mike McDaniel's already know what time it is. He's like, this weak ass glass made bitch. God damn, I can't even fucking keep him in the fucking game.
I think they're supposed to be getting high, man. I think he be getting
absolutely. Mike McDaniel absolutely.
He just looked like he be sitting in there with Snoop getting it out.
Prayers up for Tua. I don't want to see nobody hurt. I want to say that. I'm not trying to shit talk on him because that did look bad.
I
hope he gets back up good, but damn.
Because what I'm looking at, he's still quarterbacking. Okay. Well,
no, yeah, he's about to run. He's about to get knocked the fuck out.
Okay. We have to figure this out.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. It's pretty rough.
Why
the hell am I so far behind? Because of my streaming, probably.
Yeah, I'm watching it on Twitch because it's free. So I just watch it on there.
Yeah.
But I'll say this though, as far as our team goes, though, We do have that's one thing I will say that's great about living here too is, and Eric, because you lived here, man, you're you're just gonna go one of two ways here. You're gonna run into the biggest fucking hater you've ever met in your life, or you're gonna run into one of the most diehard fucking fans you could ever see. It's one way or the other. There's no in between, and there ain't no lukewarm bullshit.
Look, I'm gonna tell you how Jacksonville is now. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I was home on leave, visiting some friends, and that's when Jack Del Rio was the head coach, and Weaver had just fired him. Now I don't know none of these people, but man, I walked onto the street, and this thing I had horns blowing. They finally fired him. They got rid of that son of a bitch. And I'm like, damn, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just getting back from overseas, so I'm
we
like,
threw a party at our house.
Yeah. So that's how that's how passionate these cats are. People don't realize Jacksonville's serious about the Jaguars now. Don't be playing.
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
we got the mass holes. We got the mass holes, and yeah, they get beat down in the stadium.
No, they do. Like I had a guy during the preseason. It just kept it was funny too, man, because he's one of the diehard examples. Every time we did something to the Buccaneers, he'd stand up and look at this guy across the aisle and say, "Don't you look at me, boy. Don't you look at me. I told you this was going to happen. I told you. Should have brought them sorry-ass team back to Tampa." That was crazy.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all in fun.
I don't even think Tua knows who he's talking to right now. He's like wobbling off the field and shit.
Well, dang.
Oh, yeah. Tua's about to enter concussion protocol like yesterday.
What quarter y'all in? What time? Because dang. He's still quarterbacking from what I'm looking at.
4:09 in the third.
Okay. Yeah, I still got about 3 minutes to go. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's yikes. That was rough.
Who's their backup?
Yes.
It doesn't matter who their backup is. We don't give a damn. I couldn't resist that.
No, we don't.
All right.
We don't, but damn.
Well, I think we've kind of thought out on this one. Shout out Worm.
Hey,
go Jags.
Worm.
Thanks for coming out. Let's we're gonna end it here. And y'all got anything to say?
Duval!
Jags win, baby.